As someone who's recently started to enter and win some art contests, I initially found it hard to find contests that I wanted to enter, because I didn't know where to look, and I didn't know how to actually increase my chances of winning any of those contests. But now that I've been able to find and even win some of these art contests, I want to help you guys with some tips so you don't have to struggle like I did in the beginning. So here are my tips for finding, entering, and winning art contests. Start with the first thing that you'll need to do, which is finding contests in the first place. And there are many different types of contests, both online and in person, but here are some ways to find ones that are suited to you. Now, to find some local art contests, I recommend looking into your government's official contests. And I understand that not every country will host art contests, but if yours does, then I recommend that you enter. I live in the US, where there are contests almost at every level, including some as small as just the county. Another way to find some local contests is to enter fairs because, at least in the US, there is usually an art contest being hosted at these fairs. Usually there will be an exhibition for the past art contest that took place, and you can find the details for it at the exhibition. You can also search online and see if there are any art contests being hosted by any fair near you. These contests will be open for submission sometime before the actual fair opens, so be sure to be prepared. Then for finding online art contests, there are multiple ways to find some. The most reliable way is to keep an eye out for contests from big art-related brands like 𝚖𝚘 and Clip Studio. However, bigger contests like those will have a much larger amount of participants and it will lessen your chances of winning. I also recommend checking Art Street by Menibong, where they host many art contests on their website, and they frequently collaborate with some big art brands. Another way to find some online contests is through social media like X, Instagram, and sometimes YouTube. These aren't usually big companies hosting them, and the rewards for winning aren't always real money and instead can be given game currency or a free commission, but they're still worth entering. And once you've found a competition or two that you want to enter, here are my strategies for increasing your chances of winning. The first thing you should do is find out who will be judging the competition. Find out the type of art that the judges seem to like. If the contest is an annual or recurring one, take a look at the past winners and try to identify what their styles and themes have in common. For example, when I looked at one contest that I entered's past winners, I noticed that the judges preferred realism as opposed to stylized looks. If the judge has never judged for this specific contest before, find out if they've judged for some other contests. And if they haven't, you can try checking their socials for art that they liked or reposted. Also be sure to check the judging criteria and what they're looking for, if it's available in the contest details, because it usually states what skills the judges will value when deciding the winner. Some contests will also allow multiple submissions, but I only recommend that if you have extra time and have already fully completed the first artwork. Definitely don't rush the artwork and only enter if you have enough time to fully complete and put a lot of effort into a piece, because quality over quantity is very important in this case. I've been able to use these tips to win a few of the art contests I've entered so far, and I hope they help you do the same. Now that you know how to find and increase your chances of winning, I also made a video that can help you make your artworks look more polished. So check the video at the top right of the screen if you're interested in learning some of my best tips for having finished looking art.